Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Mr. Wisnu as our lecturer, and then hello everyone. First of all, I would like to say thank you for coming to our presentation. It's great to see all of you today, and we are from Group 5 with the member are the first is Fazahra Jasmine, the second is Rati Aisyah, the third is Halimatun Saadah, and the last is Alivia Nur Cahyani. We will deliver our topic about Korean cuisines. To save time, let's start with the first speaker, please.
Thank you. The first is famous appetizer in South Korea. Next slide. Kimchi. Kimchi is traditional food originating from Korea. It is a type of pickled vegetable that are fermented with spicy spices. After being salted and washed, the vegetables are mixed with a condiment made from grilled prawns, fish sauce, garlic, ginger, and red chili powder. The most common vegetable for making kimchi are chicory and radishes. In ancient times, kimchi was pronounced as a chimche, which means is soap vegetable. In Korea, kimchi is usually served at mealtimes as one of the most common types of banchan. Kimchi is also used as a condiment when cooking kimchi soup. It's called kimchi jjigae, kimchi fried rice, kimchi bokkeumbap, and various other dishes. And the second is pajeon. Pajeon is a type of Korean pancake. This pancake have a savory taste with a crunchy outside and soft inside. Pajeon or dongne pajeon is a typical South Korean pancake. This dish has been around for years. The name dongne pajeon comes from the name of Dongnaesong Fortress, or the former fortress of the Joseon dynasty. It is said that during the Imjin War, the people of Dongnae threw scallion when defeating the invading Japanese army. Therefore, the Dongnae pageant was created to honor that history. In ancient times, pageant was served as a food for kings. However, after the development of the era, now pageant is often enjoyed by Korean people as a side dish. Pajeon is also very popular with Korean people. Besides it tastes good, making it is relatively easy and only requires simple ingredient at home. Pajeon is a little different from other types of pancakes. The reason this pancake is made from eggs and vegetable. In addition to vegetable, you can also add other mixed ingredients such as chicken or seafood according to taste. To make crunchy pajeon, make sure the dough is cold, and the pan must be really hot before using it for cooking. The second speaker will be presented by Rati.
Next, there is famous main course in South Korea. First, there is dak galbi. Dak galbi or dak galbi is a spicy stir-fried chicken dish made with boneless chicken pieces, rice cake, sauces, and some vegetables. Back in the day, pork ribs were too expensive for everyday grilling, so a restaurant cook created a similarly flavored dish with chicken instead and called it the galbi. This dish was developed in the 1960s as grilled chicken pieces. An inexpensive anju accompaniment to alcoholic drinks in small taverns on the outskirts of Chuncheon. Dak galbi spread to Chuncheon's main district, where the livestock industry was thriving and offered fresh ingredients with no need for refrigeration. As a relatively cheap dish served in large portion, it gained popularity with soldiers and students on a budget and earned the nickname Commoner's Galbi or University Student Galbi in the 1970s. The dish is a local specialty of Chuncheon and is often referred to as Chuncheon Dak Galbi. An annual festival dedicated to Dak Galbi is held in Chuncheon, where there is also a Dak Galbi alley with a large number of Dak Galbi restaurants. Next, there is bibimbap or spicy noodles. A cold dish made with very thin wet flour noodles called somyeon with added flavorings is one of the most popular traditional noodle dishes in Korean cuisine and is especially popular during summer. There are many kinds of cold noodle dishes in South Korea, including one made with cold beef broth. However, spicy cold noodles have historically been appreciated by spice-loving people in Korea and recognized internationally. What makes this dish so distinct from other cold noodles dishes from different cultures is the strong, spicy flavor produced from the combination of red pepper powder, gochujang, and minced garlic, along with the sweet and sour flavor created by vinegar and sugar. Most spicy cold noodles are prepared with a slight touch of sesame oil to enhance the richness of its flavor. Next will be brought by Halimaton.
Okay, the next, there are famous desserts in South Korea. The first is gulteok. Gulteok are colorful Korean steamed rice cakes that are usually set into bite-sized balls. Translated as honey cakes, they are traditionally served drizzled with honey-infused syrup. Even though gulteok are often prepared plain, some varieties are filled with sesame and occasionally served dusted with roasted soybean powder. Teoc is enjoyed not only as a dessert or seasonal delicacy, but also as a meal. It can range from elaborate fashions made of various colors, fragrances, and shapes using nuts, fruits, flowers, and enamel, or herbs or wild greens, to plain white rice teoc used in home cooking. Some common ingredients for many kinds of teoc are red bean, soybean, mung bean, mugwort, pumpkin, chestnut, pine nut, jujube dried fruits, sesame seeds, and oil and honey. Teoc is usually a food that is shared. Teoc offered to spirit is called bok teoc or good fortune rice cake and shared with neighbors and relatives. It is also one of the celebratory foods used in banquets, rites, and various festive events. And then the second is bungapang. Bungapang was derived from the Japanese treat taiyaki or baked sea bream, introduced to Korea around the 1930s when the country was under Japanese rule. According to the 2011 book, Bungapang has a family tree. Bungapang began as a mix of Western waffles and Eastern dumplings as the taiyaki itself was a Japanese adaptation of Western waffles introduced to Japan in the 18th century. The chain of fish-shaped pastry continued, as the sea bream-shaped taiyaki became carp-shaped bungapang in Korea. Although bungapang's popularity did not last long, it found its way back into popularity during the 1990s with the retro craze in South Korea. Recently, bungapang has been seeing higher demand, so to provide information on remaining stalls, enthusiasts nationwide created a bungapang map. Through the Google Maps, users mark the stall's location with brief reviews, prices, and opening hours to share with others. Bungapang is an unsalvaged South Korea pastry filled with red beans. The outer shell is made with a simple batter consisting of eggs, flour, raising agents, sugar, and water. It is poured in fish-shaped molds, and a dollop of smooth or coarse red bean paste is then placed in the middle. Enclosed in the mold, the pastry is baked on the stove until golden brown and crisp on the edges. The red bean filling is evenly distributed within the pastry and stays safely tucked inside. One of the most popular varieties of this sweet snack is known as ice bungapang. The factory produces treat which combines ice cream with red bean filling. Traditionally, bungapang is considered to be a less sophisticated version of the Japanese taiyaki, but unlike its Japanese counterpart, the Korean version usually doesn't incorporate any other fillings besides the lightly sweetened red bean mixture. The filling trees can be found everywhere in South Korea. They are one of the most common portable snacks sold by street vendors. It is recommended to enjoy them freshly baked while they are still soft and slightly crispy, and then the filling remains hot and creamy. And the next will be delivered by Olivia.
Okay, and next is famous beverage in South Korea. First is makgeolli. Makgeolli is traditional Korean drink made of rice, water, and a fermented ingredient called nuruk. When compared to other alcohol beverage, Korean rice white contains high concentration of nutrition and organic acid. The alcohol content is 6 until 8%, which is quite low when compared to soju, which has an alcohol content of approximately 20%. Makgeolli was also previously known as ihwaju or nonju. And next, in contrast to clear alcohol beverage, makgeolli is slightly cloudy in color, similar to milk. In contrast to soju, makgeolli has sweet taste because it is add sugar and natural glucose from rice. The raw materials for making makgeolli besides rice are water, nuruk, a type of yeast, hyomo, yeast, and sugar. The cooked rice is mixed with the water, nuruk, hyomo, and sugar, then fermented for a few days until it turns white like milk. Nuruk used to make Korean rice wine is a kind of dry dough consisting of bacteria, yeast, and koji mushroom spore. And besides its delicious and fresh taste, makgeolli is also healthy. Traditional makgeolli contains vitamin B1, vitamin B2, vitamin C, minerals, amino acid, lactobacillia, and protein. The contained in makgeolli can prevent premature aging, cancer, heart disease, and cholesterol. Now makgeolli is available in plastic bottles and is drunk in small bowls, not in glass like soju. Because makgeolli is popular among young people, many makgeolli manufacturers add fruit flavors such as peach, strawberry, kiwi, and others. And the second is soju. Soju is a Korean distilled beverage. Most brands of soju are produced in South Korea. Although the raw material for traditional soju is rice, most soju produced use additional or substitute ingredients for rice such as potato, wheat, barley, sweet potato, or tapioca, or dangmeal. It is clear, colorless drink with varying alcohol content, ranging from 20% to 45% alcohol by volume or ABF. The most common alcohol content for soju is 20% ABF. Soju is traditionally made by distilling alcohol from fermented grains. The rice wine from distilled soju is usually fermented for about 50 days, and the distillation process involves boiling the filtered matured wine in a sod or cauldron, topped with soju gori or two-storied distilling appliance with a pipette. And next, in 2050, Jinro Soju became the largest selling spirit in the world from more than a decade. Two other soju brands, Chumchurum and Good Day, feature in the top 10, and three other soju brands are present in the top 100 global spirits brands of 2016. Fruit sojus have been produced since 2015. Fruit soju has a distinct fruit flavor and lower alcohol content compared to standard soju. The most important rule in Korea drinking etiquette is that the youngest person in the group pours the drink for their elders. It applies not only to age but also to the hierarchy within a company. When pouring alcohol, both hands should be used to pour. When receiving alcohol, both hands should also be used to hold the glass. Thank you.
Okay, this is all our explanation about Korean cuisine. And then thank you for your kind attention. And the last, we say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.